One of the worst pieces of advice I've ever been given is this idea of becoming irreplaceable or indispensable. In fact, I've heard it 3 times over the past week, and it's gotten me so upset, even though I've been sick for like the past month, and you can hear it in my voice right now. I wanted to make a video on it. I've heard it over and over of become irreplaceable or indispensable, put yourself in a position where you can't be fired. And I think it comes from a good place, but I also think it just yields really bad things and puts blockers in your way where you almost can never move up in your career. So I want to talk about why this is a problem, how it occurs, and then what you should be doing, or what advice I would be giving, I wish I could give to my younger self to help move up in my career faster. Well, it's terrible advice. It started rooted in, I think, some really good things, which is always looking for new challenges in your career, looking to pull on these new objectives in the company or things like problems that you can solve. I think the problem comes in is when you put yourself in a critical path, and that's that irreplaceable aspect, which everyone says you should be striving for. And it ends up being like going to, like you're trying to fix a dam, and you go up and you stick a finger in it, and all of a sudden you're like, cool, I stopped the water, and then you get another finger in, and then you get a toe in. And these would be like picking up projects like, I'm gonna be responsible for all the security within our development pipeline. I am going to be the one responsible for these aspects of testing. I am going to be the one who controls all the network security scans through Nessus or something like that. Is setting yourself up to be critical path, that you have to be the person to do the specific task. Now, early on, it's fine because that's how you learn new things. You put yourself in a path to forcibly have to learn new things. But later on, if you're not teaching someone how to do that skill, you can't pull on new things, which might be more visible to the company, bigger and greater challenges where you continually learn. When you find yourself becoming critical path to a certain objective, or something you've pulled onto your plate, which you're no longer learning from, take that and document it in a way where you can hand it off and teach someone new. If you can figure out a way to take everything on your plate and start documenting it in a way to teach someone else it, all of a sudden you start being able to have this ability to grow a team. And as an employer, like someone who's now managing people now, I love that. Because it's not someone who would go, oh, they've pushed all of their stuff off to someone else, or they've programmed solutions so they're no longer needed, that now let's go fire them. Like, that is the dumbest thing I can do when I have an individual who has that ability. I want to give them more things that they can automate in a bigger team that they can teach these things to and raise them up into a role that helps be more critical to the company overall, which ultimately means more money, higher salary, because they become more entrenched and more important to the company overall, not for these individual tasks, but for the entire company. So I know it's like meandering and whatnot, but this idea of like being like this weird secret hoarder, where as I pull on new objectives onto my plate and things that I'm learning that I don't like talk to other people, not only, as I said, it goes against like the hacker mentality, but it holds you back in your career, because if you're just stuck in those places where you're critical path, the company is just gonna hire someone else to pull on new tasks. They're not gonna give you the new tasks because you're critical path those other ones. So my encouragement to you is, if you find yourself doing repeatable things that you're not learning from, document them. Whether it's documentation, whether it's a video like something like this, or here's the steps, or here's the procedure, documenting those into some sort of SOP allows you to put these things in a box and hand them off to the new employee so you can pick on new challenges and new adventures. Oh goodness, I'm sick. I'm excited to be shooting videos back. Thanks for watching, and as always, hack on.